The wacky world of MultimediaJay.
Banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the Intergalactic Space Arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. Okay, that's enough of that. Yeah, I don't know where that impression came from. I just happened to stumble upon it. There might be a pastiche in the works, though. I mean, I've certainly been pastiching other gaming, or fine gaming establishments. IBS. But anyways, I am up past my bedtime tonight, which is proof that I am getting over this cold, but I don't want to stay up too much longer. So, my concluding discussion regarding the whole Fine Brothers fiasco over the weekend is gonna be postponed until later. Shoot, I've got the video ready to upload. But I think after this whole CGR impression, that I probably shouldn't even bother with it at this time. Maybe even mellow things out a little more and try again. Okay, so it's the beginning of February 2016, and it's time to make some changes here in the Geek House. We've got the Great Sift and whatnot. Gotta explore some tech options, including whether or not I want to build Monolith, or do I want to build a more specialty type computer or something like that? Maybe try my hand at a console killer. But I guess the big thing I gotta figure out is Tuxedo is gonna be my secondary system, and it's not gonna be too far behind Monolith if I build Monolith. So that would give me a viable backup in case something cooked. So right now, if the system goes down, I have laptops. That's about it. And my 2005 system, so we gotta figure out what I'm doing with the Silver Bullet. Whether I want to gut the Delosaurus and put like a Kabini in there or something, or put the Kabini in the Silver Bullet. Lots of questions to answer here for WWMJ for 2016, along with, do I want to take the series to Daily Motion if YouTube goes south any further than it's been going with how January was? Not off to a good start for the year for YouTube. Let's begin with some rather basic changes. So, a little bit of crawl before walking going on here. This may not be techy enough for some people, but whatever. This chair is worn out. Sadly, most of the wear and tear took place during the move. We had to move it sideways, carry it around, and it kind of scraped, and now the fake leather is finally ripping off. This chair was basically, this is a milestone for me, and this is why I'm making a video about replacing a chair, because this is a milestone for me. Because this is a Comfort Products chair. It's a total fat-ass chair. It's made for people that are way fatter than I am, because I used to be that fat. I bought this in early 2010, got about 5 years out of it, heading towards 6 if I keep using it, but the problem is the fake leather is flaking off. It's going to eventually fall on the rug, and we're going to have to sweep it, vacuum it, etc. This is what my last chair that wasn't this chair did after about a year of extremely heavy use. Yeah, it didn't hold up very well. I'm wondering if I should try putting Armor All on this stuff, but it's not real leather, it's fake stuff. So who knows? We'll play with it. We'll see how it works. Maybe I should stop by and pick up some Armor All tomorrow or something to try on the chair that I'll be replacing this with. So this is a momentous occasion because I don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on a fat-ass chair because I'm no longer above the weight range for regular office chairs. And I do have stand-up options if I want to. The interesting part is, if we turn around a bit, so we got this storage tote with the lap desk here, with an extra keyboard, an extra mouse, and a 360 controller, which can be moved back and forth. And of course, I put some bed sheets on the couch to soften it up, because the plaid sofa nonsense is not really all that comfortable. But combination traditional desk and living room setup. I could theoretically put my feet up and do all the computer stuff from here if I just control spin the mouse wheel and make the stuff on the TV nice and big so I can read it large print mode from back here. However, with gaming, when I'm playing at least controller games, I'm going to try this pseudo living room setup instead of using the chair. So, this should be interesting, and I might be able to have a setup eventually where I can do keyboard mouse games from this far back. The issue is far away from the TV. I was one of those kids that kept sitting too close to the TV because I wanted to own the games that I was playing, or pwn I should say nowadays. Yeah, I'm getting a little up there in terms of, well, being old, but whatever. I wanted to be absolutely awesome at the games that I played, so I was that kid that folks were always like, don't sit so close to the TV! And of course, nowadays we have flat panels instead of those tubes back in the day, whatever. So this is a fat-ass chair. It's from 2010, it was made for people far heavier than me, and after 5 years of very regular use, well, for the most part, I've swapped it with some smaller chairs from time to time because it's a little too big because it's, again, made for fat asses. But it doesn't go up and down anymore, I don't think. I think the piston's blown, I don't think, and of course it creaks and clunks from time to time. It's pretty much had a good run. So, it's got more metal in it too. Maybe I should hold on to the base at least in case the base on this one starts to break. But we'll figure that out later. For now, let's go check out what the replacement's going to be. The Staples Burlston chair. An El Cheapo chair that was on sale this week for actually only $80. Shocker. One of the things I like to do from time to time is I like to see just how long I can make super cheap stuff last. I actually had a $100, last chair I had with the fake leather flaking all over the floor was actually, I believe, a Karsten that was on sale for $100. But this was only 80. So, and let's see how much longer it would last. Well, 1 year is the target to beat here. Let's see how much longer it lasts if I armor all the fake leather. Armor all the fake leather and see if that even helps it any. I'm gonna pick some of that stuff up tomorrow. We'll try armor-alling the fake leather, and then using this in conjunction with my couch setup, my more living room-ish setup. Either way, it's better than that thing with the duct tape on the back. Alright, let's get this thing out of the box. I imagine it won't be easy to take out of the box. Big question, what kind of tools do I get for putting this thing together? Last one of these I bought had Allen wrenches included, and the silver bullet can watch from on high. We're out. Pretty straightforward, fluffy stuff, not so fluffy stuff, and some stuff to screw it together with. And some wheels, coasters, whatever you want to call them. I'll bet any money that I've put enough of these things together over the last 10 plus years that I can put this together without reading the directions. Yeah, I know, right? Famous last words. We shall see! Okay, I lose. There's instructions basically on the screws. So people who don't read the instructions still have a order of something or another to go by. Okay, I give up. Plus, I want this thing to actually go together right on the first try, so let's not be stupid today. This is the part where someone in the comments writes, "Too late!" Cool! There will be an Allen wrench included. Another one to add to the collection. Just gotta find where it is in this mess. Right here with the screws and the caps. I don't know if I want to put the caps on this thing or not, because one of the issues with these chairs is that you have to tighten the screws from time to time, so the caps ultimately just get taken off anyways when an arm gets loose. So I might skip the caps. We'll see how it works. I'll save the caps. Maybe I'll add them later if I can get this thing to stay tightened up. But that's the problem I usually have with these. I don't know if I need to shoot some Loctite into the screws or not, like it's a bad pair of eyeglasses, but yeah, oftentimes I can't get these darn Allen screws to stay, well, fastened properly. How many times did you folks want me to say screwed anyways? Screwed, whatever.
Step 1. Insert the little roller wheelie thingies in the giant plastic starfish provided.
Well, plastic starfish may not be the word for it, but what else are you gonna call this thing? Okay, that's together. I now officially have a very weirdly shaped automobile creeper that I can wheel around under the car with? No, let's finish putting this together, darn it. The Allen wrench thingy appears to be a little bit more square. Hope I don't have to use it in any tight corners. If I do, though, I probably have one of these that fits. Zhejiang Haoguo Furniture Company Limited. Anji Economic Development Zone, Anji County, Zhejiang Province, China. Did I even anywhere near get that right? Right. Let's keep putting this together. I'm trying to use a little bit of mechanical know-how. Like when putting the screws on, I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4 to not over-torque one side more so than the other. Not exactly attaching a custom heatsink cooler for this thing, but why not? Ah, nice. Now we can play drums with it. It even goes up and down already. Somehow it, well, I suppose if I want to be a cheap ass about it. Yeah, well, actually, I think you'd have to sit on it backwards to play whatever. So we're about to put the final back piece on this thing, and I wanted to highlight probably the biggest wild card in putting this chair together is you get these pieces here, and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's hard to believe that both of these holes in the back are for the back piece, but they are. You could possibly put these in to where you think like maybe this and this are for that, and then you have that, and these are loose, or I don't know. It's just a little weird, but it just goes together. Basically, that's the way it works. Now, the hardest part, we gotta figure out how to put this thing on, unless I can put this between both of those, and then not have to worry about it falling off as much. Well, usually you just get one of the screws in, and you're good. And we'll see how it fits. I hope it sandwiches between the side pieces. Actually, yep, it does sandwich between the side pieces, but I get to cheat. I'll line up just one hole, put a screw through, and then whoosh, lift it up. By the way, the square Allen tool for putting this together is a massive improvement. Most of the time you get one of these and it's more like a standard Allen tool where you have to be either really close and slam your knuckles or have no torque because all you can do is just like twiddle your thumb. So let's finish putting this thing together, darn it. Got one side in loose, not tightened all the way, which should mean, yep, just can't do it while holding a camera. But this will flip up into place so I can put in screw number 2 loosely, spin it around, put the 2 screws in on that side, and then tighten them a little at a time until it's all tightened up. There we go. I think we have ourselves a new chair. Just gotta find something to rub into it to maybe see if it'll protect the fake leather. So I did wind up, this actually wound up being a lot easier than the old Allen wrenches that come with these things. For added tools, I brought in my trusty S5 knife, a little something I found out about at the warehouse fiasco. Liked it enough that I ordered one for my own toolbox, as well as some needle nose pliers, because when those screws on these don't go in right and you have to get them out, snippy snippy and give it a good pull. More crossover between being a geek and being a dentist, I suppose. Alright, let's try this thing out. Okay, so the net result of this is not really what I was looking for. It looks like chairs are being made higher now. I'm all the way down on the hydraulic thing here, and unfortunately I'm still hitting the drawer underneath the desk. So I might have to just take that out or get a computer desk or something where something like this will actually work better. I can, however, put my feet up on the subwoofer somewhat. I'm moving the subwoofer around and making it my footrest. But actually it feels like it's about the same height as that other chair. The only improvement though, there is an improvement however, namely that it's a lot lighter. So I can back away a lot easier without pushing the desk forward because of the hard floors. It'll take some getting used to. So let's start the clock on this. February 1st, 2016, this thing's been put together. Let's see how long it lasts. The time to beat is a year, and hopefully go longer if I mix sitting in a chair with sitting on the couch. So we'll see what we can do with this. And I want to get something like Armor All to kind of rub into the synthetic leather, fake leather, whatever. See if that helps things any. But we'll do a little experiment. This was the cheapest chair without going into the manager class of chairs, which really do get kind of cheap and nasty over at Staples. So the cheapest executive chair they have. Let's see how it works. Till next time, this is Multimedia Jay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.